Hello friends, happy holidays. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and I want to wish you a wonderful New Year. If today is the first time visiting our channel, I want to express to you our Hello friends, I hope you had a great Christmas and I want to wish you a great New Year. If today is your first time visiting our channel, we want to extend you a very warm welcome and invite you to look around in our over 300 videos, organized in playlists, as we are confident you're going to find something that you will enjoy and find useful. If you have been here before but you have not subscribed, please subscribe. We try to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we're getting really close. It will be really exciting if we can do that. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. Today will be a short video, and stick around to see what it's going to be about. One of the most important components of maintaining your car, but even more important, keeping your car safe, is working on your brakes and making sure that your brakes are in good order. Most modern cars have pads that apply to rotors, and what you see here is a brand new, and this is the meat, as you can see. That is a brand new pad, and in the middle, long ones like this will have this opening or this slot, and as they wear down, you can easier see the wear pattern. You can see that here they are kind of beveled. And usually the bevel, when you reach that bevel part, you're about 2/3 through the pad. Now I want to show you something that reached the dangerous point, and unfortunately we weren't aware, because it was one of our kids' cars that at one point said, "Hey, my car is making this scraping sound," and I drove it and I said, "Don't drive this car until I work on it." I will first show you a worn pad, and I don't know if you remember, but you can see this is not completely gone, but you can see that most of the meat is gone. It is totally flat. It doesn't have the bevel anymore. Is that visible? Mm-hmm. And it is a smaller one than the one I showed you. And also in the back it has this. Many modern cars have this as well, which is what was screeching, but it was not on this pad. I will show you the pad that was. And is an early indicator that you are running out of meat. I don't know if you can come close and see that as you get very close to the end of the life, this is actually what's screeching, right? Mm-hmm. Does it make sense? So
that piece of metal that you're touching now, it starts touching the rotor of the vehicle on that side, and right. It starts screeching to alert you that you're almost out of pad.
This actually has a reasonable amount of pad left. In the car that we serviced, there was not as much, and this is a reasonable amount. But what I want to show you in a moment, let's see how much this had. Now this has less. This is reaching the end of life of the pad, but as you can see, the metal part is not touching it yet, right? Mm-hmm. It's not protruding. But what I want to show you is where we got into the dangerous territory. And this is it. You probably can see there is nothing left there. In fact, the car was braking on the metal backing of the pad, not on it. There is no pad left. Is that clear there? Mm-hmm. So this pad wore, and I think this is actually the match of it. They're always coming to. Mm-hmm. So wore before it reached that point, which means that we have an even wearing pad. This should be fairly even. Mm-hmm. Let me show you the other pair to see that they're going to be reasonably even. Okay. Do you see it? Mm-hmm. So these are on the same wheel as well, right? The rotor is
on one wheel and the other pair was
right.
on the other wheel.
And as you can see, this has reasonably similar wear, and that's what you're looking for, right? Mm-hmm. And the one that I showed you before, I will show it again, is anything but similar. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Yeah.
Now this is reaching the dangerous point. It definitely did some damage to the rotor. Luckily, it didn't go for too long, so we were able to sand the rotor and not have to replace it, but definitely we'll have to replace it next time. Now, a lot of people will get upset with that. Did you sand the rotor? Yes, you can sand the rotor. It's not as good as machining the rotor, but I do not have a machine that can do that machine the rotor. But the idea is to prevent premature wear of the pad and to extend the time before you have to buy another rotor. In our case, we didn't have a rotor to replace, but next brake change, we're going to change the rotors. And when you change rotors, you always change them in pairs, right? So I wanted to show you this. In most cars, you can actually see the wear. If you look through an opening in your wheel, you can see inside here, and you will be able to see this part, right? So don't let your cars get to that point. If that has been left going a little longer, it would have become dangerous. It could break, and it could lock the wheel. A lot of things could happen that would not be pleasant. Luckily, I heard the noise one day as he was pulling out, and I told him, do not drive the car again. And after we drove the car drives fine. There is no sound. The car stops very well.
After we replaced the brakes.
After we replaced the brakes. But when I first drove the car, it was like, okay, this is really not right. So if you have any questions about changing brakes, and I think we've made a video, have we not?
What? Yeah.
We've made a video, and I'm going to link it up here if I find it. Otherwise, I'll be back with you to finish this short video. Alright folks, I hope you enjoyed this short video and it is going to be useful for you, and do watch our video of replacing brakes if you are not familiar on how to do it. It is really a fairly easy job in most cases, and one that will save you some money and also will keep your cars safer for you and your family. From our family to yours, we want to extend you a happy new year. And we certainly hope you had a wonderful Christmas. From the Garage Wizard, Elpida, and the Urban Homesteading channel, we bid you well.